When you're in a calorie deficit, you're potentially in a different zone than what you are used to. Therefore, you're going to experience things that are different to what you're used to. So what is normal on a calorie deficit? In other words, what can you expect on a calorie deficit? That is what today's video is about. Let's go. Hi, I'm Alex, a sports dietitian and nutritionist. Welcome to my channel. Great to have you here. So to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. That is undisputed. But managing expectations when it comes to any form of dieting, any form of nutrition strategy, is not only an effective way to do things, it's an underrated and underutilized way to approach things. And when done correctly, when you can actually help manage your expectations in the correct way and know what's realistic and what's not, that is how you can increase longevity when it comes to your dieting strategy and your dieting efforts. And that is what I wanted to do this video today. Simply to share 4 things that you can expect on a calorie deficit. 4 things that are normal to experience while you're in a calorie deficit. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1 is feeling hungry. Now, a lot of people do know that this is a common thing to experience, but it still goes without saying. You want to understand that there's going to be some level of hunger when you're in a deficit because you're eating less than your body needs, technically speaking. Therefore, your body most likely will experience some level of hunger. You don't want to feel starving. You don't want to feel hungry all the time. That's a poor strategy to approach it with. But you want to be looking at, okay, if I'm experiencing some level of hunger, this is normal. I just got to work around this. Number 2 is weight fluctuations. So people love linear change. They expect linear change and they think they're going to get linear change when it comes to fat loss. Hold on. Not so fast. This is not going to happen. Or, in other words, it's not going to happen consistently. You might see times when your weight loss is dropping at a nice, consistent, relatively linear pace, but you're going to have other times when your weight just jumps around. And that is part of the normal process. This is to be expected. And in fact, if you don't see this, you're either just not measuring consistently enough, as in like you don't have enough data points to show this, or there's something wrong in your data. It's human physiology. Your body's just fluctuating all the time. What you're looking for is trends that are going downwards in terms of specifically fat loss. So it may go like this, but if it's going like this, but on a downward pace, well, you're still in a good position. Number 3 is fat loss is going to be slower than you expect. So if you're doubting that the calorie deficit is working at times, this is something that so many people have gone through themselves. It's kind of a normal part of the process to experience this annoying kind of phenomenon. Because fat loss never seems to want to do what we want it to do, and it'll be slower when you want it to be fast, and it'll be faster when you want it to be slower. But just know, as long as you are trending over time and you are still progressing and you're looking at not only the bigger picture, but also every week by week and seeing what you're doing, then you should be in a good position. Of course, if you're going like weeks on end with no change at all, it's been 4 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever, then maybe there's something that's kind of needs fixing in your calorie strategy. But if it's just going slower than you expect it to be, that might just be a normal part of the process. And keep in mind that sometimes it's going to be slower at certain points and faster at other points. As long as you are moving and tracking towards your goal, you're good to go. And then number 4, last but not least, is you will notice that workout performance will dip. And this also goes without saying for sports performance as well. See, when you're in a calorie deficit, when you're trying to lose weight, you're eating less than your body technically needs, and therefore you're going to be, for lack of a better word, underfueled. Therefore, don't expect that your performance is going to be the same as when you are eating in maintenance, or if not a surplus. When you're eating so much more food and giving your body all those nutrients and sustenance, it's not going to be the same. Especially if you're someone who's an athlete and playing multiple sports even, or playing a sport and gym, or just doing a lot of training, you will potentially exhaust your stores a bit more easily than if you were obviously at maintenance or in a surplus. But yeah, just expect there's going to be some level of energy reduction or performance reduction, and that is to be expected. That's some of the compromises you make when you're on a deficit phase. Hence why you want to be strategic on when you are doing a deficit phase if you're an athlete. So there you go. That's the 4 expectations I want you to be aware of when it comes to calorie deficits. Things that you can expect, things that are normal on a calorie deficit. Now the list could go on, there are other things as well, but I just want to share these 4 things to start you off with. They're common ones, and I think that they will help you create the right mindset if you are planning to or currently in a fat loss phase. Now if you've got any questions about this or any questions about fat loss, please let me know in the comments below by just dropping them, in the comments below. In the description notes as well, you can find details on how to contact me if you are interested in discussing coaching. As always, hit the like button if this video has been helpful and it's giving you some value. Just hit the like button and show it some love. Until next time, stay classy, have a good one, see you later, bye.